Hey now, Petey Greers here. Today we are going to talk about this little farmer's knife that I picked up. This is a design that Victorinox made for quite a long time. I believe it's just called a farmer's knife. You know, it's close. It's kind of like a cross between a sodbuster and a Swiss Army knife, sort of. But a lot of times they don't have the corkscrews on them. Usually I see them without the corkscrews. But this is not made by Victorinox. This is a German knife. It does have the nickel silver. Here's my dyslexia showing. Nickel silver showing. Brass pins, brass liners, and stainless steel back springs. Let's check out this corkscrew. Very heavy pull on that corkscrew, which is something that kind of annoys me. There's no reason for it to be that tight. But, you know, your typical 5-turn corkscrew. Next up, we've got a small pen blade with a huge kick on it. Very weird. Why wouldn't you just make the blade longer, or, you know, thicker, basically, taller? It seems like a waste of material to me, but still, nice little pen blade. You see the rust-free marking on it. And then finally, we've got a main clip blade. This has a heavy pull on it too. It doesn't quite snap. I think it's a little gummed up. I haven't really worked on this one much. I haven't really worked on any knives much, to be honest. Very simple, rather thin clip blade. This is made by a company called Jowika. And Jowika, they're a cheaper knife brand. I guess they're in Soligen. I know Jowika also made knives in Ireland. I would stay away from those. Those are usually particularly low grade. But, you know, and this is like yeah, the most basic, least fancy grade of German knife I would say you could get from this era. But still a nice knife, and something I wanted to check out. I've been looking for a Victorinox one, but it's just not, I just haven't seen any. So, you know, when I come across one at a great price, I'll grab it. But for now, this will have to do. Rust-free, stainless, inoxidable. It's actually got decent snap. It's a little gummed up. If I work it, it'll probably work loose. Give it a little oil. Something I can compare it to. The closest knife I have to it is this Fox Nauta. You can see this is a modern knife, but it has that sodbuster work knife, or, you know, inspiration, basically. Fox, this is the Nauta from Fox. They advertise this as an official German Navy knife. I don't know what that means, if that means anything. I don't know if German sailors carry this, if they're able to buy it, if that means absolutely nothing. But, you know, you can definitely see they all got the same characteristic swooping, swelled handles, almost like a gun stock. Size-wise, the closest thing I can compare it to is this Safari Trooper. 108 millimeters. This has the saw and the can opener combo tool with the screwdriver. What a unique set of tools. Like, whoever would have thought to put a saw and a can opener and a screwdriver on the same blade. And a nice main blade. And here you can see how thin this farmer's knife really is. Look at this thing. Like, Victorinox blades are not the thickest, and that blade's really thin and just poorly ground. Like I said, this would have been a very cheap knife. This would have been the kind of knife you buy at a hardware store for $1.50. Yeah, and this has the 4-line Victorinox tang stamp, of course. I think this is like made in the 80s or something like that. And this also has a 5-turn corkscrew, very similar corkscrews. Clearly, like I said, this is clearly, you know, a copy of the Victorinox farmer knives. But anyway, super cool knife. I'll try to make videos when I can. It's just I've kind of run out of knives that I'm really interested about. So there's only a few white whales that I'm looking for that I think are worthy of making videos on. And it's just that they're few and far between, and having the money to buy them when they're available is another issue. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Petey Greer is out.